The meteorologist from our city. It is Friday. Thank goodness it's been a busy, busy week. Things are going to calm down for a little bit here before we go back into the next storms coming. But just kind of recapping yesterday, that squall line went through, and look at all the wind damage reports here. This is incredible for the last day of October, and a lot of reports here in the eastern part of the country as that wind just blasted on through last night and caused a lot of wind damage here with the storms. It wasn't a lot of lightning with the storms. These were low top type of thunderstorms along the cold front as that cold air came up over the mountains and spilled over. It was kind of weird because um, it was like the thunderstorms, the band of thunderstorms kind of ran out ahead of the cold air before it kind of spilled over. It was kind of like almost a two-prong event here that we had the initial thrusts of storms go through, and then the wind kind of followed behind it. So it was kind of a different type of situation, but it certainly did its dirty work here, and everybody's got to clean up the mess today. And no tornado reports so far, but maybe during the day today we'll see some tornado reports coming out. All right, radar wise this morning, I don't think there's a lot on the radar to talk about this morning. Most of the band of rain has gone off the coast there. A little bit of rain, snow showers back here across the Midwest, and still some wind problems up here across Maine going through this morning as the cold front goes on through here. But those folks will get out of it too, and a lot of wind behind it. In fact, let's go to the satellite picture. There we go. All right, let me just take that off. There we go. Now we get everything done. I'm running way behind today. The storm is spitting up here through Ontario, Quebec this morning, and cold front has blasted off the coast through much of the area except Maine, which is just starting to clear. Next couple hours, it should clear out through Maine, up through Nova Scotia. Still some wind problems there, and a lot of wind behind it. Some lake effect snows coming in, and you can see the next front out here. And the surface maps this morning. Here's our storm heading out. Here's sort of another cold front coming in, but that's not going to cause a lot of problems. There's going to be some lake effect snows this weekend. Some people might pick up a few inches to a foot of snow, depending on location. And then we're kind of in a northerly tier, sort of semi-wintry type of weather pattern. But I think we're going to have to really wait. The next big storm is probably coming in about late next week. Will be the next big storm we'll have to deal with here. There is indications we might also have to deal with a coastal storm as well coming up. But the blocking pattern is kind of on the weak side, so I'm not overly excited for anything to happen in terms of any major coastal storms right now. Again, we'll kind of keep an eye on it. This is the I want to show you this before I get to the models. This is the snow map for the next 2 weeks, and pretty interesting to see that by the end of the period that we got a lot of snow cover on the ground. Okay, a lot of places will see snow over the northern tier of the country. We'll see. I mean, not a lot of snow, but enough snow to keep us aware that it is winter time out there. So, kind of interesting, to say the least. All right, the real quickly, the computer models. There's our storm this evening heading out. A lot of wind still up through Maine. Still some wind gusts 40-mile-an-hour plus up there. Power outages might still be a problem for you folks up there. Certainly Nova Scotia and Atlantic Canada are going to be blasted by winds up there too. Everybody else is going to calm down the winds here. And then we have a little bit of rain and snow showers coming through the upper Midwest this morning, or this today. I'm so tired. And then cold air is coming across the Great Lakes this weekend, so expect some lake effect rain and snow showers going on. And again, there could be some accumulation depending on what area you live in. And then on Sunday, some of that lake effect will start to calm down. Still might be a little bit around, but again, it's sort of a calmer weather pattern. calmer, gentler world. And getting into Monday, still some lake effect stuff going on there. And then Tuesday, much of the same. Not a whole lot really changing here all week long. Then we get to Thursday. We have a storm that's going to come through with some really a real shot of cold air coming. And that one's going to bring some snow across the Great Lakes into the northeastern part of the country. That could be a little bit further south here. So we got to watch. That one could be a little sneaky snowstorm coming through the northeastern part of the country later this week. That's the one we're going to start focusing on because it could be sneaky. But at least we don't have any big snowstorms to deal with. Looks like the Santa Ana winds will calm down for a little bit out here. But they're still going to have various Santa Ana problems over the next couple of days here, and those wildfires will continue out there. Don't see much of any relief coming for those folks in terms of any rainstorms coming anytime soon. I know there was something in the computer models yesterday. I would have got excited about it, but you know what? So that's about it. It's a calmer pattern for a little bit, which we deserve, because winter's coming, folks, and by mid-month on, it is going to hit hard, and the snows are going to fly. All right, I'm a meteorologist from Mark City.